have to be aware of is that when you reach lanthanum, you can kind of see that by this little blue arrow here. When you reach lanthanum, shift down to the lower part here. So you have to go down to this lanthanide series, and the same thing with actinium. Shifting down to here and completing that whole series, that whole subshell before coming back to the yellow. And so if we choose, let's look at this one. This is called Seaborgium. We want to do the electron configuration for Seaborgium. Let's see what we would do. And I'm gonna start with the noble gas notation because I don't want to write that much. So I'm going to start here with radon. So SG, when having electron configuration, we could start with radon, previous noble gas, and then we would continue it right here at row 7. So we'd have 7s, and there'd be 2 electrons in that, and then we drop down 1 to the D's. But before we get to the D's, we're going to follow this red arrow down to the F's, because down in this green, if you remember up here, the green represents the F block. The F's are 2 numbers lower than the row. So these would be 5 F's that you would be filling in there. And if you go all the way across in the green here, from one end to the other, you have 7 electrons that can fit into that subshell. So it's 5 F's, I'm sorry, 7 orbitals, 2 electrons per orbital. So that's 14 electrons, 5F14 would be in there. And then you come back to the D's, to continue the D's right here, including argon. And that's 1 number lower than the 7, so that would be 6D. And then you count over 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4. That's not this. SG is the 4th element over in the D. So that would complete your electron configuration for that. How many valence electrons are in here? It's again just 2, right? Because the 7s2. If we reach the other end and we do one just further than that, like over here, then we'd have more valence electrons that would be in the pink. So the blue and the pink, whatever electrons come from the blue and the pink part, the main group elements, those are the ones that are going to be your valence electrons.